Alright, here we have the Bunkhouse RV, 12 feet tall to the top of the AC, and you're 36 feet in total length from bumper to bumper. First, I'm going to show you how you dump the RV. I already have the hose hooked up, but you'll twist off this lid and you'll twist the hose on. You'll put the elbow onto the end of the hose over here, and then you'll put that end into the sewer. You're going to come over to this lever and you'll pull it straight out. That's your toilet, the black tank. Dump that first. When you're done dumping, push that back shut. Then come over to this side and pull this out. This is your gray tank, your sink and shower water. So you want to do this second to help clean out your hose. Over here, right next to it, you have your power cord. Let's see, here's the end to your power cord, and you'll run that down through this hole here and outside and plug into your power source, your power pole at the campground. You have more storage back here that has leveling blocks in it to level the RV side to side and front to back as needed. You just put those down on the ground and then drive up on them. And here we are in the interior of the bunkhouse. Right here you have your battery disconnect dial. You'll want to keep that on for the auxiliary battery to charge while driving and plugged in. The auxiliary battery is a 12-volt battery, 4 lights, when you don't have an electrical source. This switch right here is for your outside light, and the extend and retract switch for the awning. Inside here is your control panel. This runs the slide out for the front. Here's your water heater button. The water heater will light itself. It runs off of propane. Your water pump switch, flip that on so you'll have water pressure. You do not need the pump on if you are hooked up to full water on your campsite. The water pump is only needed to use the onboard water tank as your water source. You've got light switches for in here as well. Up here you have the tank levels. Right here is your LPG, that's your propane. Right now the propane is showing full. This is your battery. The battery is now showing full. Here's your fresh water. It's at 2/3. Your black tank is your toilet. Right now it is showing empty. It is very common that the black tank does not show empty after dumping. Once in a while something will get hung up on the sensor inside the tank and it'll give it a false read. And this is your gray tank, which is your sink and your shower. That is also empty right now, and once in a while this too will get soap sud build up on the sensor inside, but may shake down to empty as you drive. Before you put the slide out in and out, it is important to check around the slide. So swinging over here, you want to make sure there's nothing down around the floor, especially when the slide out is in and you need to put it out. Never a good idea to store anything above the slide out when the slide out is in. And do not store anything behind the driver's side seat when the slide out is in. As you can see, the slide out can tear the seat, and if there's something back behind there that you forget about, it will jam in the slide out as well. If there's the things that are rolling around on the floor and get under the couch, you'll also have problems with the slide out jamming, which can cause serious track issues as well as cracking on the fiberglass from pressure outside. Up here in the main living area, you do have a TV with a built-in DVD player. Right here on the side, I don't know how well you can see that. This will run off the 12-volt battery. Excuse me, that. Back into the kitchen area here, you have your fridge. Right now the fridge is running on auto. There is a push button to run it off of gas only. If you leave it on auto, it'll pull whatever power source is available to it at the time. It is important that when parked, the RV remains as level as possible. Being off by just a few inches front to back and side to side can cause damage to the cooling element inside the fridge. To adjust your temperature for the fridge, you would adjust the probe on that white slide right here. You would move the slide up and down. Right now I have it all the way up, and that makes for a colder fridge. Beside the bathroom wall, you have the slide out button for the back slide out, and you have your thermostat. It's pretty self-explanatory. You adjust whether you need AC or furnace, the fan speed, and then here's your temperature slide. In order to run the AC, you do have to have electricity. So if you are driving down the road, you're obviously not plugged in anywhere, you will need to turn the generator on. The furnace will run off of propane and does not need the generator to run.